Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 7 o'clock and it's time for our concert to start. I appreciate you so much being here and spending this evening with us. We have lots of things that we are excited to share with you, and I'm going to let some of the students introduce some of their pieces and different things, and they're going to talk to you about a couple of things and some etiquette rules and reminders that will all help us have an enjoyable concert.
Welcome to our annual Spring Band concert. We are excited to share our musical knowledge with you. Remember to silence all electronic devices and no food or drinks in our auditorium.
Pictures are allowed at any time, but please try not to block the aisles. We would like to start our portion of the concert by showing you a regular day and beginning band. We'll start.
So as Josh said, we're going to kind of show you how band starts, and some of the things that you're going to see them do is they're going to play some scales for you. Scales are to music what the alphabet is to reading and learning, and without being able to know your alphabet, there are a lot of problems and situations that you can get into. So these scales kind of help the students manipulate some of the other music and things like that we share. And we're going to show you a couple of different ways that we play through some of these scales that we learned. These scales also help all of these students as they move on to concert band and symphonic band and bigger and badder things next year. So what you just heard was, and we do this most of the time when we start off our class, we have a leader that will lead us through a scale. They'll play in quarter notes like you heard, and the band will follow. And then they'll play in what we call rhythms and slurs, which was the second style that you heard. The rhythms and the slurs style is the same style that we use when students go on to audition for things like the all-district band or even the all-state band. So we start learning those things in beginning band, and then the students continue to add more scales to their repertoire so that they're ready as a second-year band student or third-year band student or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth as they get into high school band student to be ready to audition for those different honor bands and represent their school and themselves. And so the next scale that they're going to play is it's a different scale. It involves a different key signature, and it involves instruments doing different things than they're used to. There are some instruments that are going to play very, very low in their range. All instruments have a range from low to middle to high. We have some instruments here like the clarinets and French horns and the tenor sax that are going to start fairly low and play only to about the middle of their range. And then we have other instruments that are going to start in the middle of their range, and they're going to work their way fairly high. And these are notes that these students have been working on for a while, and this is something that we're very proud of. Before everyone plays, we have two leaders that are going to play this scale for us, and so that you can hear the lower instruments and the higher instruments at the same time, and then the whole band will play. And then the third major scale that they've learned this year is actually the first scale that we started working on. And we can do some different interesting things with this scale. One of the things that they're going to do for you now, and they do this without having a leader or anyone involved, start looking at your concert B flat scale and make sure you double check the key signature, please. They're going to play this scale in a round for you, and what this does is it creates different types of chords, which kind of like, it wakes up their ears and it makes them listen for different kinds of sounds, which helps when we start to add this to music, so that when we start reading some of the different types of music, they can play these different chords and make these different sounds and feel comfortable with it, which is really important. So they're going to do this in a round, which is going to be really interesting because half the group is going to do one thing, and the other half of the group is going to do the same thing, but at a completely different time. And we can run through it now really, really quickly because they put a lot of work in ever since our winter concert way back in December. And so these are things that we can run through fairly quickly, and they've helped them become much better musicians. These are really impressive things for any first-year band student to be able to do. So we're really proud of the students. So how about a big round of applause for the students?
Our first musical piece will be performed with the help of many students and adults. This is an interactive piece that involves the performers being very aware and alert. We hope you enjoy Aunt Rhody's Appetite.
And this piece involves some special guests. We have representatives from our drama department. We even have a brave administrator who's going to help us with this. And this is very interactive.
Once upon a time, there was an old gray goose who lived on a farm. The farm belonged to a lady whom everyone called Aunt Rhody.
this beautiful day?
Well, I'd like to borrow your big roasting pan. I'm going to cook that old gray goose for my Sunday dinner.
Oh my dude, how could you cook the old gray goose? Perhaps you'll change your mind after you had some of my hot cross buns.
Those hot cross buns were very tasty, dear, but tomorrow I'm still going to cook that old gray goose.
Can you be so cruel?
Well, I'm no more cool than that girl Mary. Haven't you heard the gossip about her?
What gossip?
Well, I heard that for dinner the other night, Mary had a little lamb.
Pierre was very upset, so that night he went to see the old gray goose.
Did you know, that Aunt Rhodey's planning on cooking for her Sunday dinner?
Delightful. What is she serving?
You! Quick, run down to the river and take my rowboat. Row away as fast as you can.
The next morning, Pierre went to see Aunt Rhody and told her how he warned the old gray goose and gave him the rowboat.
Oh, that's all right, dear. I was really quite fond of that goose. I never could have cooked him. As a matter of fact, I missed him already.
Just then, the old gray goose came waddling over the hill.
Don't cry, Aunt Rhody. I knew you would never be mean enough to cook me.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry I had to run away and broke in the river on a cold winter night.
Well, at least something good happened on the way down the river. I met a new friend. His name is Turkey Lurkey. Would you care to meet him sometime, Aunt Rhody?
Oh, I certainly would. I I certainly would.
The old gray goose, Aunt Rhody, and Pierre all laughed and then joined hands and danced a lively polka.
Our final selection will include two very different styles of music. First, you will hear a chorale, which includes slower and smoother performances. Then the music will quickly change to an upbeat tempo, and different sections will imitate each other. This is known as a canon. We hope you enjoy Chorale and Canon by Anne McGibney.
This is also this group's final piece. When they're done, yes, we have lots of big rounds of applause for them, and then we're going to have a quick little stage change where we have to get them off of the stage and our next group on stage. So that would be the perfect time if you need to check your cell phone or anything to do something like that. But we do hope that you will join us for the entire concert because we have lots of wonderful things to come.